ugly smirk. You convince yourself that it's one of my quirks again. Too high, keeping shoes. Somehow.
Hello. Feels really weird vlogging, but I'm gonna do a weekend vlog of me going to see Becca. So we're here. I'm so tired. It's like 5:30 in the morning. I need to get up to the bus station. My coach leaves at 6:05, but it's not that far away. I'm just really tired. I can sleep on the coach, thankfully. I get into London a little bit early, so I'm gonna potter around. I don't know what I want to do, but I'll take you with me. So come join me.
It's so annoying that you're smart, that your casual conversation, even a short duration, can cover everything from science-based to art. It's so obnoxious that you're kind, that you always have time for family and help out everybody, as if a million things don't occupy your mind. If you could be just a little less perfect, then I could say I don't have time and it's not worth it. But how is a girl to resist you and all the little things you do? Oh, if you can get much better, don't, cause it'll get much harder. Can't blame a girl for trying to take it slow. Oh, how is a girl to resist you and all the little things you do? How can I resist you? It's maddening that you make me smile, even at times when no one else can. When I get overwhelmed and I want the world to fade away just for a while. Over the top that you're so cute, and that if you and David stood there both side by side, I bet that oh Michelangelo would be surely carving you. If you could be just a little less perfect, then I could say I don't have time.
Hi, we totally haven't just filmed this bit.
Take 3. The first take was blue. The second take didn't record.
That was my fault the second
time
time.
the charm.
So I'm here with Heathers and Becca. We'll say it again.
I'm representing all 3 Heathers. And dying a little bit. Which fits the theme of the show, to be fair. So I've got McNamara's colour, Chandler's hairstyle, and green is Duke. And then I realised in that thing that I've got blue and pink, which is Veronica and Martha.
Yeah.
Dumb joke.
In the flesh.
Here comes the cootie squad. Shut up, Heather. Sorry, Heather.
See, I've listened to the soundtrack,
Sorry.
but I've not watched the show. But this lovely human has purchased me a ticket as an early birthday present because it's cool.
We have a very busy October, and 2, it's closing on the 3rd of September.
Which I'm sad about because I think I'm going to really love it and not be able to see it again until it
I am sad, but at the same time, like the other palace, it's served way over its run time at the other palace. It needs to move on and give other shows a chance at the other palace.
Fairs. We're going to go meet the lovely Chloe first, get some lunch, and unfortunately Chloe isn't coming with us. Chloe isn't coming with us, but yeah, we're going to spend a bit of time with Chloe beforehand. So I'm going to go now because 3rd time of filming and my arm's hurting.
And I need to vlog, and then we need to leave.
Bye!
It's so annoying that you're smart, that your casual conversation, even a short duration, can cover everything from science-based to art. It's so obnoxious that you're
Hello
kind,
friends, I'm
that you
home.
always have time for
I'm so tired. This weekend has been so warm. I forget how much the temperature difference hits between North and London, but it was just so much fun this weekend. I just want to say thank you again to Becca for the early birthday present, and it makes it even more sort of like bittersweet in a way because Heather's is definitely closing in September, and now that I've seen it, I want to see it again. I wish I could see it again before it closes. It was just so much fun. It was funny, but also had like serious topics being discussed. It was the singing, oh my god, the singing. I don't know what it is about certain, like, when shows are live, just, it does something to my brain, and it releases something, I think it might be called serotonin. It makes me happy. Personally though, there was one thing near the beginning that the Veronica did with one of the songs that I didn't particularly like. It just didn't sit right in my brain, and I said it to Becca, I don't know why. I am not being a critic or anything, but it just, my brain didn't like it, and I don't know why. And it was the same with Dead Girl Walking. There was a note that she sang in that my brain didn't like it, or the way she sang it, and I can't explain it because she still sounded amazing, but it's just really strange. I don't know how my brain works, but honestly, the JD, I know that Chloe's going to be like, he's not Jamie Moscato, which I can totally appreciate, but the JD, oh my god. I cried at 17. If you've not seen Heathers, you're probably not going to know what all these songs are and what they mean, but I cried at 17. I cried at Kindergarten Boyfriend. I cried more at 17 than Kindergarten Boyfriend. And I teared up at the Heather McNamara solo. So that was a roller coaster, but honestly, Heather McNamara's voice, Jesus Christ, those notes, like the crispness, it's just amazing. If you haven't seen a theatre show and you haven't seen that kind of production live with the dancing and the singing, but you do enjoy live music in general, I think you would absolutely love musicals, because I could totally understand why Meg and Chloe got hooked on it as they are, and rave about it so much, because, and now Becca, because Becca's going to a lot of shows. It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but if you can find the time, it doesn't need to be in London. Apparently there's shows all over, and they do tours and stuff, so look in your area. But seriously, I would highly, highly, highly recommend that if sort of show interests you, that you go check it out, and then you will know what I mean when you feel like it just hits different to a studio recording. And again, I'm really crap at explaining stuff. I don't know how to explain it. It just, the brain likes it, okay? It releases some kind of amazingness in the brain and makes me feel happy, and also sad because I cry at a lot of the shows I've seen, but it's fine. But I did haul some things whilst I was there. So on the Friday, I did have a few hours to kill before I went to Becca's, and there was a whole situation with the coach, which I'll go into. But I ended up getting there early, and you may see that I have a certain colour in my hair right now that may represent Chenandela. But I did get the others. I did get the other scrunchies. So if you see in my videos that these are going to be on rotation for however long they're going to be on rotation for, it is what it is. The vibes that I will be rocking will be determined by my scrunchie, and I will be taking no questions at the time. Thanking you very much, sir. Yeah, so I went to Forbidden Planet because I got there early, and I'm kind of glad I did, because my card stopped working on the machine, and I called my bank and they told me, first you told me that my card had been reported stolen 3 days before. Bearing in mind, there's between the date that she said the card had been reported stolen and the date that I was in London, there'd been like 3 or 4 days between that time, and I had paid my bills, I had purchased things. So if my card had been reported stolen, it would have been very disturbing that they'd allowed that many transactions to be made. But my phone didn't work, so then I tried my card, and my card said contact issuer on the barriers at the tube station. I then spent like a half an hour or just over sorting this out, and then all she did was like reset my card and then it worked again. But for the rest of the weekend I was so nervous that they were gonna stop my card again. But then I was like, what happened to the reported stolen thing? She was like, no, it was a mistake. How can you make that mistake? Anyway, it was sorted. So I went and had some retail therapy in Forbidden Planet, so sue me. Anyway, 3 for 2. I wish I'd have got more now, because the one that I wanted, that I was umming and ahhing about, is more expensive on Amazon, and it's now sold out for like, anyway, Chainsaw Man 2. gotta be done, because this character, if you don't know, you need to get to know, because she's freaking amazing. She's so funny. Her and Denji, the bants is just amazing. And then I got Promised Neverland 2 and 3. I think I showed you these, but I'm showing you again. I'm showing you again, because when I did show you, it was very dark, and you didn't get to appreciate the amazing artwork that's on the front of these. So there we go. And then we got Doggy and a Mikey. He's cute. He's very cute. I didn't get him from Forbidden Planet. I got him from, where did I get him from? Amazon. Pre-ordered. He arrived today. So this is the treat that I got on the way home. Well, when I got home, he arrived. And I got Gojo from Forbidden Planet, which is still in my suitcase. The lovely Chloe gets Fairy Loot Adult, and Shanghai Immortals was in the Fairy Loot Adult, was it last month? Month before? Whenever that may be. Maybe May. I can't remember. Oh, look how amazing that is. I am very, very interested in this book. I may not like it, but as soon as I saw half vampire, half fox spirit, I was like, hell yes. And if this particular character is the half vampire, half fox spirit, I mean, I'm down. I am down in Funky Town to read this, and this is just shooting up my TBR even further now that I've seen this amazing edition. It even has stencil on the other end. I did get a program at Heathers, and the only downside is, which me and Becca had a chat about, the program has the old cast in. The new cast, this is their program. It's like an insert, which I feel is a little disrespectful to the cast that I spent the last 6 months of the run doing the show, but who am I to judge? Actually, I am right to judge. I will judge. I could have, honestly, I want to go back and see this. So, I know it's on tour at the moment. If this comes back to a bigger theatre, because that theatre is small. It was at the other Palace, in case you don't know. But if it comes back to a bigger theatre, I do want to book tickets. And I will be back down in London. Lickety split. I don't know if that's a word. Maybe. And then finally, is it finally? It might be finally. I wanted to get Mythic Bitch keyring, but they don't have the Mythic Bitch one. I might have a look online for that one. But this one says Draw Much. And, yeah. Again, if you don't know, watch the show and you will know. Everything was just amazing. And then I got to spend some time with Becca and Sharon and Tim just on the evening, just chilling out, because we went to the matinee at Heathers. So Friday night we watched, well, it was a rewatch for me and Becca, but we watched Dungeons and Dragons movie. Again, laughed, cried, a whole roller coaster of emotions. We had the amazing Sharon's lasagna, and then on the Saturday we had Dixie straight after the theatre, and then we chilled and watched. I watched Atlantis for the first time, and I wholeheartedly agree with Becca that is one of the most underrated Disney films. It was so good. I want to rewatch it. In fact, I might watch it tonight because it's on Disney Plus. I can't believe I have never watched it. It came out in 2001, 22 years ago it came out, and I've never seen it. It's very, very strange of me to say that. I've seen most Disney films, I think. And now I'm questioning what Disney films I've not seen. But she did mention Treasure something. Treasure Chest? Treasure Map? Treasure Adventurers? I can't remember what it was. Treasure something that she said is also very good that I might have a look at, see if I can find. But yeah, it's been a great weekend. We've had times where we've been out wandering and then chilling, and then the coach situation. So when I booked my coach, I was well aware that I was going on the Friday, coming home on the Sunday, because me and Becca had quite a few discussions about this, because we were trying to work out when would be the best time to go see Heathers, the matinee, evening show, whatever. So we'd had this figured out for a long time. But when I booked my tickets, in my brain, was like, oh, I'll go home Monday morning. Or Monday afternoon. I booked the Monday afternoon coach instead of the Sunday afternoon coach. So when I realised that, when I was talking to some of my colleagues last week, I went and tried to rearrange the coach, and I could only rearrange it, like the 2:31 for the Sunday was sold out, and I could only rearrange it for midnight tonight, which means I wouldn't get until 7:20 tomorrow morning, which means I would have had to go straight from the station, drop my stuff off at home, quickly get a wash and try and freshen myself up, and then get to work. And that would have just been stressful, and I would have been tired, because I never sleep on the night coaches back, because it's not comfortable, it's not great. And then I checked again, and there was an 8:30 coach that left today, and they had a few seats left on there, and it did mean having to get up at 6 o'clock. But once again, Sharon and Tim are just amazing, and they got up at 6 o'clock. They didn't have to get up with me. I said I would be happy to just sort of like lock the door and like post the key or whatever, like just be quiet. I can be quiet, I promise. But Sharon got up, and Tim made me a coffee. I think Tim made me a coffee. Mummy Sharon made me a coffee. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sharon. But I was made a coffee, and then had a little bit of a chinwag, and I went for the coach. Got there on time, everything was fine. I'm gonna finish, you'll have seen some b-roll of me reading Look of a King by Tom Dumbrell. You'll have seen me, the art installation in London. Honestly, Tottenham Court Road, get yourself down there. Art installation is great. And it's such a nice like place to chill for a bit and just look at all the beautiful artwork. It's so good. But I need to finish The Look of a King, because I really want to crack on with Curse of the Fallen, Throne of Glass and Chain of Iron, all three of which I am vlogging for various reasons. So I need to crack on with those books, and I do have them all on audio. Actually, I don't have Curse of the Fallen on audio, but I do have a gorgeous collector's edition that was kindly sent to me that I wanted to give away by the lovely H.C. Newell. And I do want to read the first two books because I'm a beta reader for the third. So yeah, and somehow once again I have come home with bruises on my arms. Can someone please tell me how this is possible? How, when I haven't banged my arm, and if I have, it's in a really awkward place. How have I banged my arm, like there and there? Like how? And it's only in my left arm. I don't understand. You probably don't care about any of this. But I'm going to go and put Inamaki and Gojo in their rightful place on my little standy thing that I purchased a few weeks ago. But also, I'm not going to unbox this on camera because it will hurt Becca's feelings. Because Becca is normal in the fact that she keeps them inside the box. I am not normal in the fact that I'm well aware that it devalues it a lot, but I take them out of the box. And I'm sorry, Becca. But I just want to see my little Funkos in all their glory. It has meant a couple of them have been broken and super glued back together, which I know hurts, and I'm sorry. But I don't do it on purpose. They just fall off my shelves. Which is probably why I'm supposed to keep them in the box. But anyway, oh God, there's so many more to get. Where will I fit them all? Becca, help me. You're great at organising stuff. Anyway, I'm going to go and stop talking. I'm going to go get a drink and then read for the rest of the day. And I will update you to close out this vlog later on this evening. Hi! I forgot to update you and close out this vlog. Sorry about this. But I finished The Look of a King and it was very good. Very good. It's not a 5-star, I'd probably say 4.5. I think, surprise, surprise, I think it was a bit too short for what it was trying to. I would have personally liked more character depth. We did get quite a bit to know about quite a bit. We did get to know a bit about each of the characters that we met. But I would have liked to go into more detail and before the twists came, or a bit of backstory to the twists might have been beneficial as well. I don't know. There was something missing, and I think it's just because it's kind of like an epic sort of, it's like a high fantasy but in a shorter version. And I'm aware that with indie books, you know, they charge by the page, and the smaller the page count, the less it costs to publish it. I get that, but if with this one I would like a prequel or a little novella that gives a bit more in-depth insight into like two characters I met called Garrett and Thaddeus. I would love to have seen more of their backstory, and just, I don't know, we're introduced to some characters and I just wanted more. But it is a trilogy and we are going to continue following some of the same characters, I think. So I'm excited to see where this story goes. The other books are just as sort of thin, so I'm gonna, I still really enjoyed it, but I just, to get it to a 5-star, it probably would have just been needed a bit more in-depth character development and just a bit more exploration into the world, I think, just to bring me into the story a little bit more. But I think this is a debut, but it's great. It was great. 4 stars. 4 stars is still great. 4 stars is still a really, really good rating. So I need to try and stop thinking in my brain that 4 stars isn't good, because it is. So yeah, I forgot to close out the vlog, so that's me closing out the vlog. I need to get this edited and uploaded, so I will say my goodbyes. I don't know when the next video is coming to you after this. I do have a few vloggy projects on the go, so just bear with me. I have put a little update on Twitter about what's been going on. Just had a lot on in Dad's brain, so just bear with me. I will get back on my feet and get into some kind of schedule, hopefully soon. But thank you very much for joining, and if you like me and you want to see more of me, please like, comment, subscribe to all that good stuff. If you're here and you want to let me know you're here, but you don't have anything to say, then please leave a black heart, it's very much appreciated. And until next time, enjoy whatever you're reading, watching or doing, and I'll see you in the next video.
Every time I fall in love, it seems to be